You know when you realize that you actually created something that impacts a lot of people's lives? It's actually not the numbers or the analytics. It's these little comments when people that you don't even ask for feedback are putting it in front of you. That's when you realize like you built something that people actually like, people actually love. That's the most inspirational part. LifeAt is your digital home where people create their digital environments to stay focused. A lot of our users call it their digital cozy room. These digital tools actually came out when the pandemic hit because people were stuck at home. They wanted to figure out how do they work more remotely better and not feel trapped inside of an office. What we realized is there is actually a market where people really enjoy having these different virtual backgrounds. But when you build on top of that with productivity tools, that really enhances the experience. And people actually started to really understand oh wow, I don't need to have these 30 different tools and I have to go back and forth. I can just have this one screen that I turn on every single day, have for hours and hours long, but that allows me to work more in less time. We see a lot of people use this to stay focused. There's this concept of deep work, right? When you're trapped in your office and there's a mix or blend between work and life, it's actually really hard to get into that really deep work state. So when you actually activate LifeAt or have this on your second monitor or on your laptop, that really puts you into this scenario or this situation where you actually get into that deep work environment faster, ultimately allowing you to focus more and getting more work done. One quick fact is LifeAt has quotes, daily quotes every single day. Having a quote like that is something that we thought would be helpful. So when everyone goes into their LifeAt digital home, now they get to see be inspired by something. One of our high schoolers who spent hours and hours on LifeAt every single day wrote us a poem. And it was this poem about how she feels better, but it also allowed her to really think by herself, feel comfortable. That's one of those things that just keeps us, keep going and building what we're doing. I think LifeAt in the future will probably be a community infrastructure to allow other communities, businesses to build on top of this theory of community-led. How do we allow more companies, more businesses, more teams, more creators to build communities? And I think LifeAt is that thing. Growing up in Hawaii, one of the big reasons that I even came into tech was because I always believed that one day I'll help my community back in Hawaii because it's a small island. Technology, IT, all of this aspect, it doesn't really necessarily exist in there. LifeAt is that inspiration that keeps me going and saying, okay, anyone from a small island in Oahu can actually build something where millions of people are using it. For me personally, it's just one step in the journey of the cool things that we can build that actually help people around the world.